Section 1. The courage to extend a hand. Trust is a simple word for a profound and difficult action. It looks straightforward, almost mundane, yet to choose to trust is to engage in one of the most courageous acts available to a human being. We see it in the smallest of gestures. Imagine you are working on a project with someone new. You could micromanage their every move, watching them with suspicion, anticipating their failure or betrayal at every turn. Or you could delegate a meaningful task, extend your hand, and say, "I trust you to handle this." In that moment, you are not merely assigning work. You are making a courageous wager. You are betting on the better angels of their nature, and in doing so, you are taking a risk that is both necessary and transformative. This small, everyday scenario is a microcosm of a much larger principle. Trust is not the absence of doubt. It is the decision to act despite it. This is, really where things start to change. Section 2. Trust beyond naivety. The wisdom of calculated risk. It is crucial to distinguish the courage of trust from the folly of naivety. A naive person trusts because they do not see the dangers. They wander through the world with a blissful ignorance human fallibility potential for malevolence. When they are inevitably betrayed, the shock can be devastating, even traumatizing. Their worldview is shattered. They did not understand the rules of the game. The wise person, on the other hand, understands the risks all too well. They have seen or experienced the sting of betrayal. They know the world is complex and often harsh, filled with people capable of acting against your best interests. The decision to trust, when made from a place of wisdom, is therefore not an act of ignorance, but an act of profound courage. You are not naive. You know you can get bit. You know that extending your hand could result in it being slapped away or worse. And yet, you make the calculated decision that the potential rewards of cooperation outweigh the risks of betrayal. Section 3. The social contract. How trust forges society. The principle of trust underpins the very fabric of our civilization. It is the invisible architecture that allows for complex societies to function and prosper. Think about the simplest economic transaction. When you buy a coffee, you trust that the money you hand over will be accepted and that the coffee you receive will not be poisoned. This happens millions of times a day, so seamlessly that we take it for granted. But it is a miracle of social cooperation, built on a foundation of trust. Without it, every interaction would be fraught with peril, and the complex web of trade that sustains us would collapse into chaos. This extends far beyond simple commerce. Trust is the lubricant of all productive human endeavors. Imagine trying to build a bridge or run a hospital if no one could rely on anyone else to do their job properly. The entire enterprise would grind to a halt. When you say you will do something, and I can trust that you will do it, I am freed from the burden of worrying about your part. I can focus my energy on my own responsibilities. This division of labor, made possible by mutual trust, is what allows us to achieve things together that would be impossible alone. A high-trust society, by contrast, can move quickly and decisively, and invest in the future with confidence. At the very core of trust lies the unwavering commitment to truth. Honesty is not merely a moral preference. It is a practical necessity for any functional relationship, society. When you speak the truth, you align your words with reality. You create a stable and predictable foundation upon which others can build. If you say you will meet at a certain time, and you do, you have reinforced the idea that your words can be relied upon. This seems trivial, but it is the fundamental building block of all trust. A person whose word is their bond is a person who can be counted on, and that is an immensely valuable thing to be. This commitment to truth must be paired with a profound sense of responsibility. It is not enough to simply avoid lying. You must actively take ownership of your commitments. When you agree to do something, you are establishing a contract, formal, informal. Upholding that contract means accepting the weight of your promise and seeing it through to completion, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. This is what it means to be a responsible adult. There is a strange paradox at the heart of human existence. We often find our greatest strength in the places we are most vulnerable. We have a tendency to believe that we should shield ourselves from the harsh realities of life, such as suffering, catastrophe, death. We construct elaborate belief systems and psychological defenses to insulate ourselves from this terrible death anxiety. Yet, if you look closely, you will find people who not only face these realities head-on, but seem to draw profound meaning from them. Think of palliative care nurses, emergency room doctors, people saturated in the daily realities of pain and mortality. Many of these individuals do not find their lives undermined by this constant exposure. They find them enriched. They report a deeper sense of purpose and a clearer perspective on what truly matters. This suggests that the path to a meaningful life does not lie in avoiding suffering, but in confronting it with courage and integrity. It is in the willingness to walk into the abyss, to face the chaos and tragedy of the world, that we discover the true limits of our own resilience. God only knows how tough you are. Building a life of integrity is not an abstract philosophical exercise. It is a daily practice built on small, concrete actions. Trust is like a muscle. It strengthens with consistent use. If you wish to become a trustworthy person and surround yourself with others who are the same, you must cultivate specific habits. These are not complicated, but they require discipline and a conscious commitment to a higher ideal. First, the most fundamental step is to stop saying things that make you weak. Speak the truth. Or at least, do not lie. Align your words with your perception of reality as accurately as you can. This simple, powerful habit is the cornerstone of all personal integrity. Second, keep the promises you make, especially the small ones. If you say you will be somewhere at 5 o'clock, be there at 5 o'clock. These minor acts of reliability compound over time, building a reputation for dependability. Third, practice the art of listening. Finally, learn to be precise in your speech and your aims. A person with a clear, well-defined purpose is easier to trust than someone who is adrift and aimless. We modern people are often plagued by a short-term way of thinking. Our planning horizon barely extends to the next quarter, the next election, the end of our own lives. This is a catastrophic error in perspective. We need to take a longer view. Your actions do not end with you. They cascade across time, rippling through the lives of your children, your community, generations you will never meet. You are a nexus, a point where all of history has converged to produce you, and from which all of your future influence will emanate. Consider the potential upside if we, as a society, truly determined to act honestly. What could we accomplish if we stopped wasting our energy on corruption, deceit, mutual suspicion? Could we triple our lifespan if we hit the problem hard for 50 years? Could we eliminate hunger-preventable disease? The potential is staggering. You start today. You make the choice. Take up that noble burden.